Who's the better editor? A self-taught photographer with 9 years of experience? Or Ben TK, one of the craziest video editors out there with some of the most wild transitions you'll ever see? Now sure, Ben can edit a video that'll melt your brain. But how's he going to go against me and the years I've spent shooting and editing photos? So today, we have 3 photos that neither of us have seen before, and we have 15 minutes to edit each shot before we compare them, and you can decide our winner. Let's begin.
I think Lightroom's updated a lot since the last time I've edited a photo. So if there's a lot of AI and a lot of new tools in there, I'm fucked.
Ben is a gun at After Effects. I know Lightroom software a little bit better than he does, so I know where all the controls are. So I think that's the only advantage I got here. I'm very, very interested.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, that's a nice looking landscape. Okay, this looks like it could be like a sunrise.
Oh, BMS Thomas. Shout out to Thomas, the drone man. We've got a sunset over a mountain range.
Keep it moody. I do want to lift the blacks just a bit though.
Maybe I could start by darkening this part of the sky.
I might increase some warmth into the shot, but I'll do it with the wheels. From my DaVinci Resolve experience, this works better.
And then we can get a radial filter, which we'll probably come back to, and just take a little bit of highlights out and a little bit of clarity and texture out.
I'll play with the tint temp just to make sure we're actually in a white balanced kind of zone. Clouds are kind of interrupting the warm feel of this.
Sometimes what I like to do is press L, and you can still use your controls, it just darkens everything around you. But if you press it L again, it just has the picture by itself. Sometimes I like to just edit like this.
I might actually enhance this sun a bit more with one of these radial gradient. Should be pretty good. How do you apply this again? Oh, yep, cool. Change the temp a bit.
Oh, I think I really like the purple. I actually don't like the bottom at all. What if I just deleted it completely?
I like that. It looks like a nice feeling summer morning. The only time you want to wake up at 5 a.m.
Ben's probably itching to take this into a 3D software. He's probably so mad he can't do any 3D stuff.
Where's the plus a new tool? So I'm still getting used to this. Drag that over. I wonder if I can turn this into like a purple sunrise kind of deal.
Maybe let's try and get some tones going. Punch the highlights a bit more. Maybe a hint of fade.
Let's just mess with the curves because I find this can always give us a cool result. Oh, got to apply the mask first.
Maybe I can try another little radial filter here. Soften up that whole area. Oh, that could actually be good. Might take some dehaze out of this whole area.
Curves. Maybe we can not blow out the sunset so much, or should we?
I feel like I could get a linear gradient at the bottom here. Definitely darken that. That actually makes quite a big difference. And even a secondary one that only affects the very bottom.
The key to having really natural looking color edited photography is to have natural shadows. So make sure they're not warm, make sure they're not blue. Looks pretty good.
Yes, I am on a Marvel wiki. I'm looking at Thanos' farm. That kind of looks like barley, eh? This doesn't look anything like barley. I was trying to draw some inspiration from this maybe. I thought maybe the colors would be similar, but they're not.
Maybe I'll go just a little bit less on the clouds here. I think I pulled a bit too much color into that.
Maybe we can bring some more shadows up on the tone curve here and bump the highlights as well.
I always try to make images sort of look how you would see them with your eye. Shadows not too dark, highlights not too bright, because I think natural is very pleasing.
And I just want to affect the highlights of our red channels, and that's basically just going to affect our sky.
Let's have a look at the hues, because I know we're going to have to mess with those. Green's a little bit warmer. Oh, definitely not. Bad idea.
I feel like we could shift the color of our grass here. Could be a little bit more red, as if that sunset is just burning and it's just reflecting everything in its sight.
What if I can add some bloom? How do you do that? It's got to be like dehaze or something. It's a dehaze. There it is. Oh shit. Oh, it's the wrong mask. That's why.
I'm pretty happy with that. Just want to see what happens if we get another radial filter and bring up our exposure here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do that and I'm going to lower the exposure. So I'm just trying not to ruin it because, yeah, I think it's too much. Even just a little bit looks good.
I only want this mask to affect the sky, so I'm going to subtract it on the ground here. This is the most amount of masks I think I've ever put into just a landscape shot.
Let's get a brush. Let's make the size just fucking massive. Let's go around, just get some more gradual tones going on in there.
I'm actually pretty happy with my effort. Like, those are our masks playing a huge role.
How do I get these to just lift a little bit more?
That's no tone curves and masks, just the color grading, and that's width.
3, 2,
I think I'm happy with that.
1.
That's it. That was actually quite a tough one. We'll see how we go compared to Mike's one.
Alright, so you guys ready to see my
keen,
edit?
Keen to see it. Let's
God,
have
it was a
look.
tough one actually. Here we go.
Okay, nice. You've gone for a brighter edit. What was your thoughts?
My thoughts was, I want to make it look happy and warm.
Yeah.
Like a sunrise. A bit of bloom with the sun as well to kind of give it a bit more of a filmic feel, but
Did you use many masks?
I used 3 masks.
Okay, one on the ground.
Got a little vignette kind of mask, give it a bit of darkness. I fucked around so much with the clouds.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I was
I didn't know
trying
what
to
to
figure
do.
out.
Like so hard because it's like you're going for that happy feel, and then you've got like a thunderstormy look.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to fix this up a bit. Like, now I'm nervous. You seem really composed. It's like, it's really.
I actually am pretty happy with my edit. Have you seen is it after Endgame?
Oh.
It's this place that they go to in Thanos, on Thanos'
yeah,
farm.
you fucking looked it up.
Yeah.
I should have looked up a reference.
Yeah.
Wow, we went for
I
such
know.
different
Yeah,
looks.
I went to such a different way. Maybe I could have done it differently, but I like the purple and dark orange look. I thought that was like complementing each other.
Yeah,
quite
it's good
nice.
contrast. It almost looks like a moody sunset. Like it's getting real dark.
Yeah, just before
Yeah,
blue hour. Yeah, that's what I was sort of going for. Sick. All right, next round.
Sweet, let's go. Shit. That was fun though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Broke
'Cause-
the ice off for me, I think.
I really liked Mike's one. That was good. He pumped the contrast, got lots of colours to pop out of it. I'm wondering if my nice warmer technique was probably just a bit underwhelming compared to how much colours I could have thrown into it if I tried something different. But when you have a vision, you gotta stick to it. I'm thinking going a bit more dramatic too, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Phase picture. Interesting.
We want to keep these skin tones as nice as possible.
Okay, we can definitely add a radial filter back here and probably one up here as well.
Pull out the red. Keep it neutral throughout every other tone. Give it more of a darker blue.
Obviously, I'm not going to use any presets, but sometimes, usually how I edit is I would scroll over a preset to see how the colors are going to potentially work. And then I'd probably put it on as a base and then edit from there. So if you're looking for Lightroom presets, I've got them linked in my description.
Pull out some blue in the highlights to give it a yellow tint.
Duplicate and invert mask, so it's just basically affecting everything that isn't our subject now.
Could even go for like a Joker. He's gonna do the same thing. I bet he's gonna go for the Joker look.
Or dark green's definitely interesting.
I don't know how to isolate skin tones very well.
I do love the muted highlight look. You can see there's a difference between that, where it's really washed out highlights, and then how the highlights get sharper the other way.
I'm gonna fix this up so it's not too dark here.
Let's also brighten up our model a bit here.
Pull it up. There we go. Oh shit.
I wonder if there's any portrait photographers watching this just absolutely cringing. This looks shit!
I've got this. See the color of the glasses? We will make the greens the color of those glasses. So first of all, I'll give it a head start by hueing it to make it warmer.
Change the white balance maybe.
Let's give some saturation to orange.
I know I put this mask in at the start, and that could have a warmer glow to it as well.
Looking very orange. It's not good.
Similar to last round, bring some dehaze, bring some clarity out. But maybe this one can go more over the top of her face.
Her lips are not a normal color. What is going on there?
Oh, maybe blue instead of warmer. Fuck, I don't know.
I'm gonna get the skin tones into a much better place. They just don't look natural at this stage.
What if I add some grain in?
I'm so slow at this. This is going to be harder than I thought.
Maybe it's the greens. Some saturation can come out of the greens.
Oh God.
Maybe do the lips need to be more red?
I feel like a kid coloring in again, except I'm way worse than I used to be.
Look at that fade. That does not look healthy.
There's no time for this. If there's any clients out there wondering why photos are so expensive these days, this is why.
Maybe a cooler tone in the highlights and a warmer tone in the shadows.
I'm stressing. This one's taking way longer than I thought.
Maybe without the grain is better actually.
Let's lift the skin, or
I'm actually pretty happy with that before and after. Maybe we can just fix up the highlights.
I just want to change this color.
Oh, I forgot to fix up my mask down here. Which one is it meant to be?
That's gonna have to do it.
Oh shit.
3, 2, 1.
No.
Okay,
Damn it.
almost.
I guess that's something right there.
I probably could have blended that better, but well, whatever. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy with that. I will take that. I'm not much of a portrait editor, but I got to this.
Oh, crazy.
I was pretty happy with that.
I thought you would go for the blue and teal as well. Yeah.
So I went in and did like a subject selection, and then I got the seats, so I removed the seats. That's why it looks a bit jank down here.
Okay.
And then I made a separate mask just to go over the background.
That's
and
a clever idea.
mainly edited like that. That really gets like most of our photo without even touching her skin. Once I go out of all the masks, then I can do a global adjustment for the whole photo and just touched up little things here and there. So I sort of did it in bits and pieces.
Yours looks more like streamlined. Oh, mine was so janky. I was like, I need to isolate these skin tones and there's no fucking way.
Shit.
Then to just brush it off.
Yeah, man, it's really dark, moody edit instead.
Yeah, I really wanted to go for that darker bus scene kind of look.
Yeah, gotcha.
Almost like a sad Joker kind
Yeah,
of feel.
yeah, understood.
I think my main focus was really just trying to get the skin tone color to look natural. Yeah, but I was happy with the tones, like the contrasting blues and skins. Good photo though.
Yeah,
it had
great
lots
photo.
Lots of information in the highlights too.
Third round?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
By the way, if you ever want to send in one of your photos to potentially get the chance to be on one of these videos, you can send it to my email address, northgetsdrunk@gmail.com.
I feel better about the second photo than my first one. I think my first one was just getting used to Lightroom again, because I haven't edited a photo in like properly in maybe like a year or like even 2 years or something. I've just been doing so much video work.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh,
Of course,
sick.
car photo.
Sick. Very sharp. As sharp as you can get a rally car drifting around a corner.
Oh no, this is where my Lightroom skills drop out. Okay, do we straighten it? Maybe I should just do this.
I don't want to go too heavy on the colors because I don't want to stray away from the snow, but I definitely want to create some masks to centralize the focus on our subject.
Add some cold into the shadows like we did before by removing the reds.
Go into our mask here as well. Try and get the color of our car back, which we've done very well.
Possibly make this a bit moodier as well.
Some highlights, shadows.
I want to amplify these headlights. Dot there. Let's put a dot there.
I actually don't mind the photo on the tilt.
That's not the right way to do it, is it? Add some highlights.
Really subtly add some colors in. Dark blues in the shadows, or even a dark green.
See if this looks cool. It might not, but really go crazy, manipulate this.
Let's have a play around with it. What does it actually look like if we do actually try and make it incredibly moody?
I don't know if I've ruined the image by doing this or...
And we get a radial filter that shines down above us.
How do I adjust this? Yo, how do I adjust that?
I've gone from saying, oh, I don't really want to change the colors of it to like completely destroying the photo.
Need to create like a bloom sort of effect, clarity. This is cool. This is cool.
I'm actually stumped. I need longer. I need more time to figure that out.
I just dehazed the crap out of that. It looks too soft. I've lost the setting. I don't know where it is.
Because for me, if I'm really stumped on a phone and I don't know which direction of the edit I want to take, I would probably just sleep on it overnight and I'd wake up in the morning, but I don't have that luxury right now. So I'm probably going to end up just making a terrible mistake.
Create a mask on the side. Make this a bit darker.
Maybe it just gets to be something like that. Okay, well, let's bring it into Photoshop because I wanted to try something quickly as well for this photo. That's going to have to be good enough for now for the sake of this tutorial.
I hope this doesn't look shit, this bit.
Blur, gallery, path blur.
What else can we do?
Okay, that's going to have to be good enough. Just forgive me for the fine details.
Okay, I think I'm done.
No!
3,
Oh, it is what it is.
Gonna leave it.
1.
I spent too long messing around. I'm actually not happy with that edit. Sorry, team.
The idea I came up with, I was like, if this doesn't work, I'm fucked. Like literally. Like,
And did it work out?
I think it did.
Really?
I'm pretty surprised. I decided to make it.
Oh, that's actually sick.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
I sort of tried to make it look like night.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was struggling for ages on this, whether I want to go for a darker edit or a brighter edit. No, I didn't even think of doing anything like that.
Man, I put so many masks in. Yeah, it's just heaps of lights, honestly, like making it darker. I chucked a bit of light on this to make it look like the headlight was sitting here.
I found it difficult to pick a color because I didn't want to change too much of the snow. I don't know, I just got a bit lost, so I'll show you
Fair
mine. So I started with this,
Oh,
and then I was like, it's too bright. So I made it darker, And then I didn't really like that either, but then I wanted to try my Photoshop thing where I started to make some movement in it, which is really subtle, but which is done.
It makes so much of a difference.
Yeah.
Though. I thought you put dust behind it.
No, that's like the shottiest content of work, because I was literally had a minute left.
The motion blur was a really nice touch, though. I think that was a great
Yeah,
idea.
that's what I thought. When I looked at this photo, I was like, if I was shooting it and I could make it better, I would have tried to shoot it as a pan, which would have been so hard to get this anyway.
Yeah.